You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz. For great radio, get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. My name is Dylan, and I got Steven over here in the side seat, like always.
Hello!
Everybody, how y'all doing? It's Saturday! We are live on the air. Yeah. Is it? You know what's funny is, like, I feel like it's forever. Seriously, every Saturday, I feel like it just takes that much longer to get here. It's because I love my job. I love what I do.
It's very nice.
It's so much fun. I just realized I did that kid from, what was that show? In the Middle or something like that? Brick. I like to play.
That's really creepy.
It is really. It's creepy when an adult does it. When a little kid does it, you just kind of go,
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Speaking of which, by the way, hashtag Dylan ain't woke.
Oh.
We are live. Please. This is just more proof. More and more proof.
No, the proof was in that romper picture you sent me.
Oh, that was hilarious.
The Kim Jong-il romper.
So good.
It's bad when even jokes you're just like, dude, stop, please. I'm fearfully, I'm completely worried now what I'm getting for Christmas.
Well, I mean, where the mouth was positioned was pretty much right on point, right?
If
you haven't seen it, folks, just go look it up. Kim Jong-il Un.
Un.
Kim Jong-un.
You don't do that to ill. Kim Jong-il is dead. That's wrong.
That's
You
not good.
never slander the dead.
Just the really crazy sons of them.
Yes. Sons of the dead are okay.
As long as they're alive.
As long as they're alive.
Okay.
Oh, folks, we got an awesome show tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, it's being a Saturday night. We know there's tons of stuff y'all would much rather be doing, and instead you choose to spend your time with us. So we are very much appreciated. Blasty Blast show tonight. First thing we're going to start off with is we're going to talk about a local thing. And the reason I'm doing this is because the commercials here locally are driving me completely banana sandwich. I mean, seriously, it's no, that's the bad part of what I'm not Canadian, dude. Shut up. So we're gonna tackle this local bill. The local bill here in North Carolina is NC HB36. Okay,
Love it.
gotta love it. Now, and I you know what I should have done, and I feel like an idiot now. I should have pulled the commercial and had it ready to go.
No, nobody else needs to hear that.
Well, just so people can understand it. Okay,
Go to change.org and you can find it.
Yeah, you'll find it there. Long of the short, HB 36 here in North Carolina is basically a bill where I'm correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it's a bill that North Carolina is getting ready to pass or attempt to try and pass.
Right. Yeah.
That would allow for optometrists, and that's the cats who make your glasses. That would allow them guys to be able to quote do eye surgery. That's what the commercials say. That's what the commercials say.
You're right on that.
Now, this is what initially sparked. Now, granted, we dug a little bit deeper, and the rabbit hole goes much further than this. But where we started it from, at least where I brought it up to the attention of, was I'm at the point of I'm tired of the government telling me who I can and can't go have work done. If I want to pay, and a lot of people are like, you can't let somebody who doesn't take the extra time in schooling and to work on your eyes. Well, I think if it's my money, I have a right to do whatever I want to do. And if I want to have some stranger in a van in an alley somewhere, do open heart surgery on me, then that should be my choice. I understand that people have these standards and stuff for quote my protection, and I got that, but I don't believe it needs to necessarily be the end all be all.
So what you're saying is, it's your money. You can use it when you need it.
All right, we're not J.G. Wentworth, but yes, yes, it's as long as you're not hanging your head out the window and yelling that, I'm good. But again, that's where this whole thing started. I'm listening to this, I'm telling you, local radio here is just inundated constantly. I swear it's every other commercial.
Even conservative radio, and that's crazy.
Yes, and it just drove me nuts. And so I sent it off to Steven, and I'm like, this is what we're doing, and he kind of over the phone, I could tell he eye rolled it and whatever. So, but being the due diligent one that he is, he actually dug deeper. So I'm giving him credit on this one.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. That's what you're here for.
Yep.
You're actually doing your job. Congratulations.
Hey, I did my job.
You did your job.
I did my job.
So, but he actually did do his job. And digging a little bit deeper, we have found out that HB36 is not quite as nefarious as they're talking about. As well as at least as the commercials are making it out to be.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy when you think about that. Quick download. Anybody in North Carolina that really wants to look into it, not a big deal. Honestly, what HB36.
So HB2.
Really time ago.
Holy smokes.
HB2 is a whole nother deal.
Yeah, that's
a whole nother. What HB36 does for the NC House is it lays out exactly what an optometrist is and what they're supposed to do. That's all it does. And then it says it has two sections. First section, this is what an optometrist is, almost verbatim, and then it just goes through their what they do is they go and they examine your eyes, and they can write prescriptions, and they can give you diagnosis on what is going on with your eyes, and contacts and glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Things that they cannot do is listed out, and there's like 18 separate things.
Wow.
Included surgery, LASIK. They can't they can't draw your blood. They can't do it. It goes through a whole list of things. Like, oh my God, guys. So the entire thing that this, what do you call it? The change.org. The entire thing
yes.
change.org is going against is completely false.
Yes.
Guys, you read it. You said, oh, it's Burr. It's Burr putting it through. This must be bad.
That's Senator Burr, by the way.
Yeah, Senator Burr.
Let's make that clear. Everybody's like, Burr? Who the hell?
Who's Burr?
Who's Burr?
Richard Burr.
Daggone rednecks.
Daggone Senator Richard Burr.
That's what it is. Yeah, but that's exactly...
Are you talking about a bear? No, Burr. Richard Burr put through the bill, and because it was Richard Burr, everybody on the left...
Immediately poo-pooed it.
He said, this has to be wrong.
Yep.
And what is it about? Oh, it's about eye doctors and LASIK. Okay, he must be for less regulation, blah, 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 or more regulation, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, all it says is that this is what an optometrist is. Anything else above and beyond this is not optometry. That's it.
Ta-da!
Hello.
That's what we've gotten to, unfortunately. Now we're at this point where we are so stuck in the team mentality.
It's my team or your team.
Exactly. It's no longer about the principle. It's no longer about the betterment of the country. It's about, well, I'm on this side and you're on that side, and I have to stick with my side. My side says we are against you. Doesn't matter whether you're doing something that I would want to do or would have done or whatever. I have to be against you. And
we're no longer Americans.
But no.
We're Democrats, Republicans, or somebody else.
Yeah, there's
no American anymore.
No, we're just playing teams, and the problem with that is, people have stopped being the individual, pure and simple. And again, everybody is listening to and like I said, this is what brought it up. It just drives me nuts. Is these people are listening to the commercials. Nobody is actually doing research on this bill. Like you said, it's not but like a page and a half, 2 pages.
Not even.
It's a little bit of legalese, but It just
whereas these people is these people, and these people are
Yeah.
these people. Whereas. That's all it is.
yeah.
And then at the bottom, hey, this is what an optometrist is.
Ta-da! And it.
By the way, this is what they're doing. So, guys, I can't. I just can't. It makes that's the stuff that makes my head explode, because nobody actually looks into it, and we all go through. Oh, you got this pensive look on your face. What's?
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm doing like 3 different things at one time, and so
whatever you're doing, don't do it.
I'm thinking about drinking coffee so I can just mellow out. But no, I'm with you on that. Like I said, the commercials that you hear here, if it wasn't for digging a little deeper, which, had I not mentioned anything, we wouldn't have done. Right. I was getting ready to walk into this going, well, I have a right, and I still do. I still stand by that. Yeah. But that's a whole nother conversation. Then, in the end, I do agree. Now is it obviously a smart thing for me to go talk to some dude in a van in an alley to have open heart surgery done on me? No, we all know it's not. But
you have the right to.
But I have the right to, and that's the thing. We need to get back to that point where I have the right to be stupid.
Yes.
Exactly.
You do. As long as it's not hurting anybody else but you.
Exactly. And now I don't. I've realized every day I just get a teensy bit more libertarian.
Yeah.
I will never be full-blown anarchist. I can't do that.
No. There has to be some sort of guidance.
But I'm at a point where, pretty much as long as you don't hurt me and I don't hurt you, leave me alone. Just I've become the Ron Swanson of my house and of my immediate locale. I'm just the I'm not going to get that poofy mustache, but I am. I just
mean, you do have pretty much mustache and beard.
I do. I've taken it all over. But no, I'm here lately. I've just become severely libertarian on virtually everything.
I see what you did there.
You did. You like that, huh?
It's all over.
But no, I just this whole bill just drove me nuts. And like I said, I know a lot of people listening to this are going, wait. We don't live in North Carolina. We don't care. Or, this is
going to come to you guys.
It's the point that I think the if you don't take anything away from this, take away from the fact that look how little effort it took for us. I mean, seriously, it was a Google. That was it. It was a quick Google search. And yeah, I got that too. So but yeah, it was a quick Google search, and we found out that how misleading the ads are. We found out how, this bill is not near what everyone is trying to make it out to be. And then you start to really see the, teams playing teams and so forth and so on.
Blue versus red all the way.
Oh, my God.
That's all this is.
It is.
This is blue versus red. It's spy versus spy. It's Mad TV. That's what we're doing. Mad TV magazine. Mad magazine. That's all. Spy versus spy.
Yeah, except for that was sometimes humorous.
And so as we make it humorous.
Well, no, you're right. But I mean, I get that part. It is definitely humorous, but it gets to a point where it's not humorous. I know. Does that make sense? Like when you stop and look at the big picture of it, it's no longer humorous because this is our country. This is our home getting ready to kind of suck.
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about now. Whoops.
Did you really?
You were muted the entire time.
I was muted the entire first segment, guys.
Ta-da!
Man.
I swear I hit the button. This is the type of day I've had today.
Button. Who's got the button?
Not me.
Apparently.
Not me. No, it's been a rough day, man. I got up this morning and I went and worked at my other job and then turned around, and as soon as I got done, we hopped in the car and went to my dad's house about an hour or so away and kind of helped him clean his house, and then took him out to dinner real fast, and then literally
fast.
Oh, I'm talking we inhaled food
real fast.
and
Yeah.
All right, happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you. Bye.
Hey, bye.
Drove here as quick as we could to try and throw the show together. So
Oh, man.
I apologize for everyone who was listening beforehand. Steven was kind of sounding like he was across the room, and that was because
I am across the room.
He is across the room, but I turned his mic, had his mic muted. And
Thanks.
this is what happens when I have control of the board after, being awake for,
too many hours.
way too many hours.
Way too many hours.
And it's going to be even longer still. So.
Yeah. And there's a lot of rain coming.
But the upside to it is this is what makes live TV. God
Live
almighty.
TV.
See? This is what
TV.
makes live radio so awesome. It's because this is real.
It is real.
It is real. It is
really
exciting. And if nothing else, people listening for the the blubbers and the faux pas and all that jazz.
Because you love when we flub.
The flub is our bread and butter.
Speaking of flub, we didn't actually get to anything else that we were going to talk about.
I know.
we just straight
Well,
in.
because we kept getting
straight into it.
Thank God, no. See, thank God we've got people looking out for us, and we had a couple people keep saying, "Hey, Steven sounds far away," and we're looking through everything, going, "Something doesn't add up. We don't know why. What's going on?" Da, da, da. And then, lo and behold, I looked down and I forgot to unclick his button. So, yay! Don't worry, we're going to edit all of that out.
That's completely edited, guys.
We're going to edit that out.
We're going to redo the entire deal here in a minute. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
that's going to take way too much time.
No, we're not. You're just going to have to enjoy it, and lesson learned, I guess. We need to. I don't know. We'll figure something else out.
I don't know, but you know what? Coming up
is going to be
awesomeness.
It is. It's going to be magic in a brass hat.
Because you know what?
I get to lead with my mistake. Well, it's not actually leading with my mistake.
Yeah. It's not really a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It started out as a mistake.
And then it was fixed.
And then I got yelled at for fixing it.
Well, I mean,
It's a long story, and I will be nice and break it down for y'all. You are listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Welcome back, everybody. Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. You know what it is. You know who we are. It is that time. I had something in my head, and it just kind of went click, and it all went dark.
It was gone.
The room just went dark.
Yeah. And yes, Lance, it does mean if he's that tired, it does mean that Dylan ain't woke.
Oh, you are so proud of that.
I love it. It was good.
You're so proud of that. That was good. We see what you did there, Lance. And if you want to reach us, we are live on Twitter as we speak. On Twitter at DOAE Show. You can find us on Facebook.
Yep.
Defenders of American Exceptionalism. We handle all that. We like to chit-chat. We do like to talk. We do like to engage.
And sometimes he gets distracted.
And sometimes I get distracted. And I just realized I muted you again.
He muted me again,
You're
guys.
muted again.
He muted me the second time. It's like the first
that's
week
fine.
I was here again.
This is fine.
It's like all over the first week.
You're gonna run the board next week. I'm going to sit in that chair, and I'm just going to sit back and drink my coffee.
And chill and not worry about it. He's going to run the Twitter.
I'm going to sit back.
Guys.
Oh. So, yeah, this is the night that I'm having, y'all. Enjoy. Thank you, Watson. We got it, Watson. Thank you. We got it.
I don't know if he's got it.
Oh, cheese
Honestly,
and crackers.
I really don't know.
Cheese and crackers.
Cheez-Its.
Listen, but yes, we are on social media. If you want to drop us a line, we I don't want to make it sound like we're desperate and don't have friends, but we're desperate and don't have friends. So yeah,
for yourself, buddy.
No. Hey,
why
you gotta be like that? No, we are. We are on social media. Like I said, we do engage. We do try to bring news and everything else. So check us out on Defenders of American Exceptionalism on Facebook, DOAE Show on Twitter. Speaking of the social medias, I kind of try to think of how to start this off.
Just say it.
Well, I kind of made a boo-boo. I didn't make a boo-boo. I had... Okay, we're going to set this groundwork. So as everybody is fully aware of it by this point, because it kind of dominated the news for a long, real quick, about the shooting that happened at the baseball practice. I at the end of the day, and bear in mind, I had been following this. I had been doing research with this. I had been on the phone, talking and trying to, sources and trying to dig up stuff on this guy, just for nothing else, for my own understanding, because there was a lot that just was not.
Too much didn't click.
There was a lot that didn't click, and it's to a point still doesn't, but I've gotten over it now. But anyway, at the end of the day, I just like everybody else was, I was burnt out, I was tired, I was frustrated, and a meme came across my Facebook feed that in a moment it was humorous,
comical.
It was comical. It was very tongue in cheek, and I will admit right out the cuff that especially in the moment, it was rather lowbrow.
And you enjoyed it.
And I did. I shared it with Steven, and all Steven could say was, ouch. So at that moment, I should have known better.
When Steven says ouch.
When Steven just says ouch, and there's no other response to it, that's kind of your hint. And you just go, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I didn't, again, the day that I had, I didn't catch it until...
way later.
Way too late. And so the genius that I am, I posted it to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on Facebook. And it really didn't get a lot of exposure. It didn't get a lot of hits. No, I think I got like 2 reactions to it and 12 people saw it. It was
nothing big.
Very, very low key.
Lucky.
Thank God. The meme said, quote, "If Democrats would stop shooting people, gun violence would drop by 90%, end quote. Yeah. Now, I had posted it that I saw it wasn't making anything. I didn't think nothing of it, and I went to sleep. I was up bright and early, 4 a.m. the next morning, and somebody who is on... friends with the page and everything like that, had made a simple statement. It wasn't nothing. It was nothing long. It was just very simple. It was, this was kind of a broad statement. You say you're trying to unify the country, and you post this. Boom.
Right.
That was it. It was very short and sweet and to the point. And it was like a kick in the nuggets. Because I realized you could argue, there is some truth to that, and there is some truth to that.
But it's not all truth.
It's not all truth.
Full truth.
No, the one thing that Steven and I try to do, and we laugh and we joke and we poke fun and
and we fail.
And we fail horribly. But the one thing that Steven and I try to do, part of it is because of our faith, and part of it is just because of who we are. We try to be above reproach. In every way. We don't want to be anything. We don't want to make necessarily the sweeping statement. And we do. Don't get me wrong. We do it all the time.
Hyperbole is on purpose, though.
Yeah, but still, we try. That's my point. Is we try not to generalize. We try to, if there's a situation like our next story is about Al Gore, it's not about everybody who's climate change people. Oh. But that's because it's specific and it's funny.
It is about Al Gore.
But my point is we're not tackling, we don't make broad sweeping things. And try not to. We need to try and and I know Stephen kind of joins me a little bit on this. Like when it comes to Black Lives Matter, if we don't look at this group as a whole, we'll look at each person individually and how they act,
right,
and where they stand, because everybody comes from something completely different.
Exactly.
Okay, so to just bring this long story to kind of a head here, I turn around after reading this comment, I deleted it immediately off of the page. Mm-hmm. And right. I sent the person who made the comment a private message, with full sincerity, apologizing for having a moment of weakness. I truly thank this person for calling me out, because we need to be accountable to each other.
And none of us are above reproach.
None of us are above reproach. We could try to be, but none of us. No, there are no sacred cows. We're not. Ain't nobody special. All right, stop. Nah. So I put up this apology, and it was nothing major, but I just, I also called out the person who called me out, and I said, I want to thank you, blah, 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 personally on the page. I did all of it like that, and I thanked everybody for, supporting the show, and without y'all, we would be nothing, blah, blah, blah. See y'all next week. Sincerely, Dylan Lyles.
Which is true.
Yeah, I kept it short. I mean, it's fairly short and sweet. It's only 4 or 5 paragraphs. It's nothing major.
Paragraphs.
Shut up. Shut up. So anyway, suddenly my phone keeps blowing up and blowing up and blowing up and blowing up and blowing up. And basically I was told that, the meat and potatoes of a majority of what everybody was saying is, as long as there is some truth in it still counts as truth.
I can't go with you there.
And that was me. Is I'm like that was the whole reason why I pulled it down. That is the whole reason why I don't do half truth. I don't even do close to truth. I try to stick with absolute truth. Because if you can deal, and the way I tried to describe it to one of the guys is we're living in a world right now. We're in a quote post-fact world. Okay?
Right.
There are things that gray areas are fading away. You know what I mean? And becoming, more gray and more harder to see. Eventually, there are actually certain people who are trying to change, I don't know, the absolute truth of biology to not be what they say it is, what biology says it is, what the absolute truth says it is. And because, they think they can change that, what else are they going to change? You know what I mean? Yeah. So we try to deal in absolute truth. The water is wet, fire is hot, gravity happens. You fall out of a chair, you're going to bust your butt. It's just how it works. And again, we try to maintain and stay above that reproach line, just because it, we
don't even want to come close to it, really. Like we have our jokes. We make fun, we poke fun, and we are not above people poking fun at us. Please do it. Dylan ain't woke. Hashtag Dylan ain't woke. But that's beside the point. We have to be people of honor, and we have to be people of truth. Mm-hmm. And so if you're not of full truth, anything below full truth is false.
Lie. Yep.
It's a lie.
Yep.
And that is something that we know not only from Scripture, but as individuals. If you tell a half-truth, that's a full lie.
Exactly. I mean, we teach this to our kids. You know what I mean? This is the stuff that we teach to our kids. And the part that actually bothered me out of the whole deal the most was that I actually had people, and I've tried explaining myself out the gate. I'm like, look, I said, I hold... DOAE, we try to hold ourselves to a higher standard. Again, Stephen and I have our faith that we use, so we believe that, we're supposed to be doing this because we want to please, God. That's what we want to do. But But that's where we're heading. We want to personally. I'm not telling you have to be at this bar. I'm not telling you have to do this. I'm telling you that I'm going to do this because I want to. And the amount of criticism I got for it was actually rather shocking. I was very surprised that people were kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say blasé about it. It wasn't blasé, but it was just, how dare you try to better yourself? And I don't know.
How dare you be a good person?
How dare you bring unity to this country?
Stop being a good person. I want the vitriol and the anger and the hatred.
It's fun. I don't.
Why?
I don't. I've been asking that question for 35 years. I don't know why. I don't know why people want to argue and fight and have issues with everybody else. It doesn't make sense to me. So.
I mean, you can't. There's never going to be a time where we can win a debate with somebody while disagreeing with them if we constantly just tell them, you are an idiot, you are wrong, I am right. All you're doing is just beating over the head. That's all you're doing. And I mean, why do people have such a problem with certain Christians and things like that? Because they call them Bible thumpers. Why do they call them Bible thumpers? Because they beat you over the head with Scripture. And then they don't do what they talk about.
Yeah, we're doing the opposite.
We're trying to actually ourselves over the head with Scripture.
Yes,
and hold ourselves accountable to it and live out a life that's pleasing.
Yes, because in the end, what'll happen, and if we do it that way, is then you'll come around or somebody else will come around and go, well, why are you doing this? You're different than everyone else. And then that's when we could turn around and beat you over the head with it.
In a very, very gentle, nice way.
In a nice way. Have you found Jesus? But seriously, I mean, it's funny how, I'm anything but a Bible thumper. Like, I don't, I will tell somebody how I feel about a situation or where I come from on it, and then that's it.
He's got tattoos, people.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at me and you're like, there's no way you need more Jesus because you don't have enough.
I mean, he's got we the people and, come at me, but,
I've got more ink on me than a 1923 newspaper.
That's probably true. But
that's probably true, actually. That's neither here or there. But it's really weird. It was really weird to have the criticism and everything for it. I was kind of...
That's okay, though.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's a good thing. All that tells us is that's where that person is, or those people.
Yeah.
That's where they are. And you know what? If that's how you feel, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. Go ahead and get it fleshed out.
Yeah,
and
really.
Then come back to us after you're done. Get it fleshed out, though.
Yeah. Let's breathe a little bit.
Get it all out in the open.
Oh, we're going to leave it there because the next one is going to be good.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be good.
Yeah.
Oh, folks, you are listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network.
You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz. For great radio, get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Hey, yeah, I want to shoot, baby, shoot.
Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Most people are... Hold on. Most people are listening to this going, wait a second. Wait a second.
What just happened there?
What is going on? We're seriously, this next one has been one we've kind of pushed off into the background for a while, and we couldn't resist any longer, and we're just in a goofy mood now. So,
it's good.
We are live on Twitter. Reach us at DOAE Show, on Facebook at Defenders of American Exceptionalism. And I thought I would change up the intro this time just because it's funny. I'm telling you, this story we have been hanging on to for a while. It's one of those, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
It's a wonderful thing. And
It is.
I mean, Al Gore,
Bless his heart.
bless your heart, buddy.
I've wondered, how does this man, like, seriously, this man, I don't get it. Like, there are certain things that, excuse me, last time I've looked at people like this, I thought, usually they get locked up or prescribed medication or something.
Yeah.
And
Something.
he's not.
No, he's not. I think that might be because of, he tapped into the one thing that all Democrats love.
What's that?
Being scared about something.
He is the biggest scaredy cat I've ever.
But I mean, he has a new purpose now.
Oh God!
Brand new purpose. Think about it.
Please tell me he's opened up a car wash station somewhere.
Oh man, I wish, but that would waste too much.
Can you imagine if he had that? Al Gore's Car Wash Emporium. For all of your car washing needs.
Is your car gory?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Oh, see, that's perfect. I love it. We can do that.
That's just
Al Gore's Detail Shop. Get your car gory now.
wash and wax, just $9.99.
Oh man, no. His he has a new purpose, and it's his old purpose, but it's with a new twist. You see, Al Gore, he's found religion.
Oh,
He's
God.
found faith, and by golly, he's found God.
Oh boy.
And God told him to fight for global warming.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, hold on a second.
Wait,
hold on. Let me get this clear.
What?
Let me get this clear. The ex-vice president of the United States
Yes,
somehow or another had a conversation with God
directly.
directly. And this is not just like, we prayed and he heard it. This is apparently like a direct, hello, thank you for calling God's office. He spoke to God, and God told him, out of all of the crap that's going on in this world,
Yeah.
the obvious, imminent, in-your-face issues, and the one thing that God went to Al Gore for was climate change.
Yeah.
The one thing he can't control.
Right.
Okay,
The one thing nobody on this earth can actually
I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Please continue.
Well, he says here, God intends for us to take responsibility for how we treat God's creation.
Okay.
And if we choose to use the thin shell of atmosphere surrounding our planet as an open sewer for 100 million tons of global warming pollution every day, the consequences are attributable. Yeah, that's the word.
That's
to
a
us.
word. Uh-huh.
And if you're a believer, as I am, he says, I think God intends for us to open our eyes and take responsibility for the moral consequences of our actions.
Right. Because that's all over the Bible.
Yeah.
God telling us to take,
Moral consequences for breathing.
Consequences
For breathing.
Yeah. That's The
And
moral,
for the cow flatulation.
moral consequences of our actions. Yes, because God is more worried about, moral consequences than he is, the heart. Oh, wait, that's not how it goes.
Hold on.
I got those confused.
Hold on.
Whoops.
And you're not talking about moral consequences, though, when you're talking about global warming. That's not even a moral issue. That's not an issue of morality.
I still can't figure out, and I forgive me. Somebody had once put it to me that you can't put logic into this into a progressive scenario because there's no logic. It doesn't make any sense.
The moment you put logic into it, it falls apart.
Ding. Because
every time you put a logical argument into their illogical thought process, it automatically conflicts. Mm-hmm. And half the time, they conflict with themselves anyway.
And don't even pay attention.
They don't even think about it. They're like, yeah, one day I'm this way, the next way I'm this way. Just they're moral fluid.
I was going to say, wait,
they're morally fluid.
They're fluid. Everything is fluid.
Everything is fluid, and everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living a dream.
That's right. And apparently that's all they're doing is living in a dream.
But I'm sorry, but to me this is an all-time low.
Apparently to him it's an all-time high.
I see what you did there. And God, it's times like these I need a good sounder. Yeah,
you do.
He's just it's bad enough to be preying on someone's emotions, on someone's fears. That's bad enough. But to be turning around and then bringing God into it, is what? You have this look. No, what? I don't like this look.
It's awesome. Okay. Lance, you're awesome, buddy. I love you. Oh, he's going off the Al Gore car wash deal, and it's
that should be a hashtag.
We'll make your car gorgeous here at the Crazy Al's Car Wash.
I see what you did there.
That is so good.
Can you see us?
Only $9.99.
Al Gore doing that?
No, because he can't do any other voice other than, we're going to... He has this monotone, horrible, such a depth and breadth in his voice that it's just so beyond our understanding that we can't catch it.
He has the voice of stale crackers.
I see what you did there.
You like that?
That's good.
You like that?
That's good.
That literally just...
I don't think you even caught it until I said I see what you did there.
It was one of those, it was in and out, and I went, oh, wait,
that was really good.
That was better. That was better than I thought it was.
Pretty good.
See, this is what happens. Al Gore brings out the best in all of us.
Because he's a freaking moron.
Because he's a moron. I wouldn't let him babysit my kids. I would let him babysit my, hermit crab.
Hermit crab?
Yeah.
He might be okay with the hermit crab, though.
I wouldn't trust him to water my cactus. Yeah. You see where this is going.
I think I got it.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't trust him to sweep dirt.
Yep. But he can't do the Crazy Al thing, so it can't be Crazy Al.
No, but I was just saying, you think about it, we are so off on a tangent, but it's too funny.
It's okay, it's already gone. It's done.
We're long gone.
Look, you know what? He's good enough to make fun of.
He is good enough to. Well, I just think you call him the Crazy Al thing. All I can see him is like a 3-piece yellow zoot suit. Yeah. With like a big bow tie.
And then like car wash splashes on the suit.
Yeah, or maybe like look like water droplets.
Water drops on the suit, so it's like a big yellow. So it looks like the man in the big yellow hat. Yeah. Like Curious George, basically. Man in the big
minus the hat.
Minus the hat.
Minus the hat.
No. Keep the hat. And make raindrops.
It would be a different hat.
But raindrops everywhere.
It'd be more like a pimp zoot, like a pimp with a feather.
A zoot suit with the
zoot suit, yeah.
A zoot suit. Well, those are
the high shoulders and everything.
Oh, yeah, the big 80s shoulders.
Yes.
Because he's from the 80s anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It would be funny. I could see him standing out there and just doing his little commercial.
Al Gore's
inflatable waving, arm flailing tube man just blowing in the wind.
We'll make your car gorgeous at Al Gore's Crazy Al's Car Wash.
No, that doesn't. We gotta see. We need to have a good sounder. We need somebody who can do his voice.
I know. I'm terrible at his voice because it's so bad.
I can't do his voice either. I wish I could, but it's just the man apparently has no
personality.
Well, there's that too. I was gonna say decency or integrity, but we'll go
personality.
Let's go personality too. Might as well include everything into one lump.
Yeah.
I don't understand how a human being can knowingly act and talk like this and think that everything is okay, or worse, thinking you're not going to have to deal with anything,
or think that he's not going to be called a hypocrite for flying in his private jet, talking about global warming, wasting more than anybody else, and making millions doing it.
I don't know. He is just... And then he's making another movie.
Yeah.
An Inconvenient Sequel, I believe it's called.
I don't care. It doesn't make a hill of beans because the man's... we all know that everything that he did was all CG. All of it was crap. And I mean total crap. It was useless. And now he's coming up, and not only is he making another movie, but he's referencing his old movie, snipping out a small section of it, taking it completely out of context, and using that as proof that he was right about global warming.
Oh, I know. We're reading this from Breitbart. Now, those of us that we take Breitbart with a grain of salt.
A very, very large grain of salt.
But this is just too hilarious.
It's on other news sources.
It is on other news sources, but just
the first one there.
The wording in this was just too funny. So we stuck with this one. In his comments, Gore equated the fight against global warming to a religious-based moral crusade, similar to the civil rights fight, women's suffrage, and the abolitionist movement during the Civil War era.
You hear that, guys?
Gore insisted that it is a moral imperative to fight against climate change.
A moral imperative.
So let me get this straight. So it is a moral imperative to fight against climate change. Something, again, you can't control the weather. Humanity cannot control the weather.
Yet.
Okay? But it is not a moral imperative to, I don't know, keep aborting babies.
No, that's women's rights.
That's women's... Sorry, I forgot that one.
It's a woman's right to kill babies.
It's a woman's right to kill a baby. Thank God that,
okay.
Thank God that the woman has a right to make that decision and the guy hasn't a say in the world.
Oh, no. Well,
unless she keeps it and then he has to pay child support.
I will say this. He is right on one point. Global warming is a religion.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, you're right. I was going to say, how dare you say such things?
It
Blasphemy,
is a religion.
Yes, very much so.
It has no proof. It has a lot of faith. And it is the worst of religions, to say the least. It has no real evidence. The people that are proponents of it are literally faking, and it's a cult. More than a religion, it's a cult. It's giving a bad name to religion, so it's a cult. It fakes all information about it, and then uses things that are not even connected to it to say that it's proven right.
Oh my! I love this.
It's Alex Jones in a nutshell.
Almost. I'm going to keep reading this. All right, quote. This is Al Gore talking. Quote, regarding the climate movement, quote, Gore said, warming to his point, there are people who say God is in complete control of everything that happens and if the earth is getting warmer, then maybe God intends that, end quote. Gore then rejected that conceit. Quote, well, no, the $1 million mansion owning former VP insisted God intended for us to take responsibility for how we treat God's creation. And if we choose to use the thin shell of atmosphere surrounding our planet as an open sewer, blah, 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 and this is what you were reading earlier.
That's where I was going from, yeah.
That's what you read earlier. So, but when you listen to the whole thing in context, oh, man, I'm you
He's
know me.
Guys.
I was gonna say, you know me. I'm usually not at a loss for words.
Yeah, no, you kind of are right now.
This guy, all I can think of it is literally the nuggets on this dude are amazing.
The cojones.
Yes, this dude is just like, no, seriously, God told me this, and it's the right thing to do because God and global warming.
I read it in the Bible that it is our job to take care of the planet.
Now that was a lie. He's probably never picked the book up in his life.
Well, he might have picked it up.
No, I don't.
I mean, come on, at least once.
Maybe. Well, maybe.
Maybe he had the app on his phone for a while.
He got the little alert every now and again.
Yeah.
Ding! Here's your daily Bible verse.
Here you go.
And that's where he found it.
And that's where
he found it, right there in the daily Bible verse.
Bless his heart.
Oh, buddy.
How a person can like look in the mirror after that is just, it's amazing to me. Him and Alex Jones both are some amazing.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm doing it. It's there.
Don't.
It's right there. You know it's there. Now it's going to be stuck in your head.
Now it's
Every
always,
single one of you.
It is stuck out there now. It is going to stay out there.
All 5 of you.
Oh. Yeah. Well, 6. My mom doesn't listen until after the podcast comes out later, so
Yeah.
she'll be listening in like the next day or so. So, but Al Gore, like, I will give him this though. Have you name another human being, let alone a vice president, who had his little stretch, did his thing, and is able to maintain a multi-billion-dollar lifestyle off of nothing?
Clintons?
Well, no. No. I'm talking about staying out of office. I'm talking about technically, I'm talking about fully enjoying the fruits of capitalism.
And railing against it at the same time?
Yes.
Michael Moore.
Well, Moore was never in politics, though. That's what I'm talking about.
Technically, everything he does is political.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying he's not. He's never ran for office. Can you imagine him running for office?
I don't think he can. He's still a Canadian citizen.
Oh, that's right. I was going to say, I can see him being like, who was that?
Just because he lives in Hollywood doesn't mean he's an American citizen.
No, I was going to say, I thought he was from Flint. Michael Moore's from Flint, Michigan.
No, he's from Canada.
Is he?
Yeah.
He just lives in Flint.
Yeah.
Oh, loser. Of all the places that you come to...
I don't even think he lives in Flint. I was pretty sure he lived in Hollywood now.
He's got a house in Flint.
He might have a house in Flint.
He did.
I don't think he does anymore. There's water
doesn't.
damage there.
Yeah.
No, he's a Canadian, man. He's straight from Canada.
I was going to say, I could see him being... What was that mayor from Toronto? Ford.
You mean the one that was the big cocaine addict?
Yes!
Yeah!
I see Michael Moore being like that.
Because he was very fat as well. And that's really weird to have a very fat cocaine addict.
There's something about it.
That's something about that doesn't make sense.
There's a rotund man with his nose on a table and a puddle of white dust.
How do you keep that going, guy? Because that really doesn't make sense at all.
Well,
that makes no sense.
Well, he didn't because he died.
I thought he was just kicked out of office.
He died.
Oh.
I mean, he was kicked out of office.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
He did. I believe he did. He either had... It was...
Probably had a heart attack.
I think it was a heart attack.
That makes sense.
Or an OD, one of the two. Point was, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
And he went down as probably history's like craziest.
No, nowhere close.
He was
nowhere close.
What's funny is what he actually was is what people think Trump is.
I know.
It's funny. It's like you're so cute.
You guys elected this guy, and he's was it Trudeau?
Oh, yeah.
Trudeau literally is exactly what people complain about Trump.
I know.
He literally, Daddy gave me everything.
Dad taught me all this stuff.
Dad taught me how to do all this. I've been living this life ever since I was born.
The only thing difference is it's a dynasty for him.
And
Trump isn't.
Well, not only is it a dynasty, but he's on their side.
Excuse me.
He's on their side.
Oh, yeah.
So they're not going to complain about him because he's on their side. He's part of the team, guy. He's the big team guy. He's like, I'm big blue. Go blue.
Go blue. Or don't blue.
Don't blue. Don't go blue.
Don't go blue.
Don't be blue.
I was going to say, there's a song coming. I can smell it.
You knew it was. It was good in there.
It was. Well, folks, that's it. We're done. This train wreck is over. And the upside to it is this entire segment, we had Stephen unmuted.
I was on the mic the entire
whole time. Progress, folks.
Good
progress.
Man. Good man.
Thank you. It's not like I do this for a living. You'd think I've never done this before.
I don't know.
Thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. Even though it can be a train wreck sometimes, we really appreciate it. You can find us, Defenders of American Exceptionalism, on Facebook, Twitter, DOAE Show. What else do we need to talk about? Anything big, major in the next 40
Hey, if you guys
seconds?
got anything coming up, if you guys know of any news stories or anything like that, you can feed it to us.
Yes.
DOAEshow@gmail.com, or you can Twitter, or you can just Twitter DOAE Show or Facebook it to us. Any of those ways, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we do indeed. Folks, it's been fun. We're going to go do something. I don't know, get some food or something.
Maybe.
Talk to you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.